Good day, everybody. It's Max, and welcome back to the Dyson Sphere Program Zip. You betcha. Where we're putting together the speed run materials to actually do the Zip speed run a little later on. Now, of course, on the last, well, I would say the inaugural Zip episode, we were going through, we were straightening out some of the things, moving around some of the furniture, you know, that kind of stuff, right? And so offline, I have done some blueprinting, which is what we're going to do today. We're going to try testing out those blueprints. Now, keeping in mind, I have not tested out, speed, or I haven't set up, the writing down of materials required or any of that stuff. All I've had time to do between things is to actually get through and to set up the blue set of blueprints and the initial mall. Now, so that means today is going to be probably pretty slow, but that's okay. As a first run, I just want to see how the blueprints are working, make sure things are running fine. Before we get started, of course, big thanks to recent subscribers, as their names are going at the bottom of the screen. I appreciate everybody that hits the sub button, even when Steam Elements doesn't show it up there. And of course, to live chat, including Mr. Johnson. I hope it's all good down there in the neighborhood. You betcha. And of course, to those watching in all the time zones, I appreciate that very much. Feel free to watch me at 2x speed, of course, if you're watching me later on, because I sound just as handsome as I do at 1x speed, and you get me at twice the speed. So I mean, it's all good after that. So with that, as on the screen, the Dyson Sphere is flooping around the planet there. I'm gonna push a button here, and then I'm gonna push this one here. Excellent. There we are. We're at the start screen. I'm gonna hit new game. You know what you forgot to do, Max? Yep. You forgot to write down the number. All right. Just a second. I got the number here. I got the number. All right. Here we go. There's the number. Okay, cool. So let's not forget the number again. So we're going to hit the new game button, and we're going to see, I'm going to actually hit a couple buttons there. We're going to hit that button. Okay, new game. We are not going to be running fog settings. No enemy forces. No need for them to be kicking around. Gosh darn it. They only cause me a headache anyway. So we're going to run 8520644. There we go. There's Beta hanging out, doing all the things. Of course, 82506644 is a really good seed for doing a speed run because of the fire ice on the second planet. You get a dual planet system to start with, which means you're flying back and forth between two planets that are really close. And the primary planet, or the volcanic planet, is tidal locked. I mean, so much goodness here. You just can't beat it. So with that, we're gonna hit the start game, and away we go. Okay. I'm not doing the unknown, but all right. You want to play me the unknown stuff? That's fine. You can do that. I'm pretty sure I can hit the escape button. There it is. Yep. Bye bye. All right.
This is Icarus.
Yes, this is Icarus, and I have really got to turn on
Use
the.
directions
I forgot to turn
or
off
click
the
right mouse button on the
thingy.
ground
Gosh
to move
darn
on.
it.
In this mission, you'll control your mecha to navigate.
I'm sure you will, Mr. Roboto. Anyway, nevertheless, I will fix that for the next attempt of the speed run. But right now, I'm looking around for things.
You can hold shift
yes,
and
that
click the
there,
right
that there,
mouse
that there.
button
Okay,
on
let's
each
go.
of your targets to give a series of commands.
Okay, sure. I'm sure that means a
Some
lot
items
to
are
you.
found after this
You know what I
assembly
should
space
do? I should
capsule.
go in here, and
Click
I
on the
actually should push some
inventory button
buttons.
at the bottom right corner of the screen to
Dude,
open and check.
I know, inventory, blah blah blah. You're all very boring. Listen, I need to do this. Automatic metallurgy. Yeah. Okay. Wow, mouse. What are we doing today? I don't know. Are we gonna do anything? Yes. Yeah. Do that. Basic assembly is down here. Done. Then we switch to here. We need Mecha Core 1. So as we can like go more than 10 minutes without anything. We need meta AM amount reaches 6. Really? Well, I hope that's going to be enough for that. And then we need to go back to here because blue cubes are all the rage nowadays. And then thermal power. Is that up here? Is that down there? What's my notes on that? Oh, Mark 1 power. Duh. Well, yeah, I mean, it's power, baby. No, I don't need any of that stuff down there. There it is, thermal power. Cue that up. And high plasma. Is that high efficiency plasma? No, triangles. Yes, that is what this is. But the queues are full, so we're good to go. Yeah, carry on. Carry on with the mission. All right, so we're loading up with a little coal here. And I realize you probably don't need that coal, but we're going to load up with it anyway. And then, of course, we're going to start mining around all the things, right?
Or scroll the mouse wheel to zoom in and out.
Yes, I can do that. Here, let's get rid of all the X's. Mr. Roboto, what do you... Dude, I really wasn't ready for you today. All right. Nope. Sorry, my bad. No. Yes. No. Yes. Holy smokes. I think I was pulling teeth here. Let's do 5 at a time. There you go. And we'll just swing over here. We'll grab a little bit of this. Hey, look at that. First research be done here momentarily. Hopefully that'll get us off the ground and running. Alright. Here, give me that coal, by the way. I'll take that. Nice. There we go. Hey, look at that. Flip. So we're going to make a quick stop here for a little more coal. Thank you very much. Yep.
The more veins it covers, the higher the output.
Thanks there, Mr. Roboto.
Snapping, hold shift.
He's really fast at the coal mining. Why is that? He was never that fast at coal mining before. I mean, I am perfectly fine with this.
Collecting section.
All right, so we put that down there temporarily. We throw that down temporarily, and we throw that down temporarily. Hey, look at that. I don't have to do that silly mining anymore. Now I can get even more coal while it's thinking about that. What do we need? 10 circuit boards and 10 things, huh? Okay.
Some power facilities don't have a power supply.
All right. Well, we need that's actually probably I probably need a little more copper for that. But that's fine.
Facility. A Tesla
we'll grab that.
It can help you transmit power wirelessly over a short range and extend the power grid coverage.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. Let me tell you. He will not be there on the next episode or on the next test. Let me tell you, that's not going to happen. All right. Listen, can we have 10 of those now? There we go. We'll do it that way. And slam that in there. Yeah, stop using that. You know, like that's expensive stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're all for it, but it's expensive stuff to be using. All right. Meanwhile, how's that copper coming along? He's at 42. We'll let him get to 50, and then we'll run back over. 48, 49, 50. There we go. All right. Meanwhile, are you done? Yep. Take it. Take it. Love it. Do it. And of course, we're gonna keep grabbing some coal here. Let's see. What do you need next? 10 and 10. So you need 10 of these. 1, 2, 5. There's 10. Here, I'll even let you have 10 more, just because it's entertaining me. And slam that in there for 10. What do you need after that? We need. It turns out you need another 10. And you need. Well, you'll have another 10 of that anyway, because I just made those. That was really nice of me. Yep, let's keep grabbing that. Keep grabbing that ore, dude. You got things to do. Yay, us. Okay, look at that. Yeah. So we'll just throw a couple of them down. This won't be too much, just enough. We don't really want to. Oh yeah, of course everything's got to be at a joint. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, take that power pole. I actually have no problem doing a lot of this manually here for a moment, so I am okay with that. Yep. Go. Go do things. Do things.
Use less than
do this. Do that.
And
okay, there you go. Yep. That will speed things up a little bit.
You've obtained sorter and conveyor belt.
Dude, you do way too much talking.
Use a conveyor belt to transport ores collected in the mining machine.
Gee, I'm almost tempted to go and restart the game with you gone. Anyway, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. All right. Now it's getting serious, dude. It's getting serious. Yeah, this is getting serious. All right, there we go. Okay, so how much of that ore are you collecting? All right, well, we're actually looking pretty good there for the moment. Okay, and this, of course, is where we're going to swing back this way. You're going to throw that coal in there. It's looking pretty good. This isn't overly fast, but it doesn't matter. I don't need it to be fast. We'll do this. Okay, look at you go. I know, right? Let's say 5. Do that. We'll start the belt building process while, of course, we're working our way through the pain and the torture here of all this stuff. Of course, we'll just keep collecting all this. We're even going to need some extra of this, so we might as well do that at the same time. Never hurts to have some raw stuff kicking around in the early game. There we go. Yep, and then we'll come back over this way. Now, I should really set up a second miner for this, but again, this is totally not going to be on any timing. You know, we got no clocks running. The only clock we have running is the one down the corner, right? So right now, my biggest focus is just to kind of say, hey, you know what we're doing? Yeah, this. There's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. You need more stuff. Okay. Yep. Keep eating that mineral, dude. We have to go back here and we have to pick up more stuff. I mean, it's not going anywhere. Look at that. See, he's perfectly fine. You know, he's in no rush to go anywhere. Meanwhile, so it's going to make them circuit boards for a bit. That's fine. Let's see what you got here. Yeah, can I have some of these? Yeah, thanks. You might as well chew on that for a minute while we reload you up. And let's see. What do you got? Like, you get a couple of these, a couple of those. We actually need a bunch of this, and you should actually be starting to mine that rock. You know, while we're waiting around here, because rock is important. I want a rock. You betcha. All right. Okay. We'll throw a few rock here, a few rocks there, a few rocks everywhere. Yeah. So it's still making my circuit boards. We're getting the count down. It's all good. We'll do that. Now, the first blueprint is going to be, I don't know. I mean, it's going to need a lot more than that. I'll tell you right now. Yep. All right, we'll do that. What are you short on? All the things. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't do that then. All right. I didn't realize it was that much stuff to make a smelter. Really? Is it that expensive to make a smelter? Well, then maybe we'll cancel that for a minute. Holy smokes, that's a lot of cash for smelting. But anyway, we'll get this done. And then we don't have to really panic here for a minute. We can actually leave the electromagnetic matrix alone while we mine up some material here to get ahead. Let's see. Why don't you throw that in the belly of the beast? Gee, it's kind of quiet without Roboto talking all of a sudden. Kind of strange. 1 minute I was like trying to talk as much as he is, and now it's like, holy smokes, I can't believe I'm ahead. So we're going down here. Again, these aren't producing super fast. They're short on electricity, short on stuff, short on things, but of course they are, and I don't really care too much. So let's go for 5 on that. We'll do this. We're going to take that. Yeah, so we're sort of holding okay on the copper ore, so I can't see that being the issue. Well, I can. I mean, it's definitely an issue. Okay, yep, we'll swing around this way. Look at you go, boy! Yeah, you betcha. All right.
You've unlocked Blueprint.
You
can
did.
now make batch copies of production line plans. Press Control and C to enter copy mode.
Yep.
Click the left mouse button to select the desired area.
You betcha.
Then press Control and V to paste the copied blueprint. Alternatively, press 0 to open Blueprint Library, where you can browse and use all saved blueprints. With powerful blueprints, you can then build a huge industrial empire.
Wow, an industrial empire. Mr. Roboto, tell me more. Tell me more, tell me more. What do you got to tell me? You betcha. I mean, come on. The man is saying, I'm going to be, I'm literally on the steps of greatness. So, let's see how close that greatness step is. Sure, he says. Well, that's where we're getting started. Boom. Okay, let's try and clean up here a little bit, shall we? Now, we do not have the appropriate stuff in the things yet. That's a little unfortunate. But research is always happening, dude. Okay, did you want to make 1010? Sure. All right. What is it we need? We need 10 coils, 10 circuit boards. No. Oh, you know what you need? Yeah, you need this. Thank you. I knew there was something I was missing. I just couldn't remember what it was. Here, take some of that out. Yep. So I need to make 10 of those. And then we're going to do 10 of these. There we go. You still need that raw ore every once in a while, people. Still need that raw ore every once in a while. Okay, now we got that down. Let's see what happens. So now you've got to actually like build things, Max, because this is where it gets interesting. So let's do a couple of those. We actually need. I don't really need 5 more of those, but I'm going to do 5 more anyway. We'll slap out some of these. We're going to take some of the raw material, I guess. Give me that raw material. Yep. And we'll even grab some raw material of my own here. Alright. You're still making me circuit boards, right? Yes, you are. Good job. All the things. What do you want? You want 30 cubes. Ta-da! You bet. There's some research. Okay. This is all really bad. That's fine. Again, I don't have this written down anywhere, and it will be written down in a new spreadsheet and stuff like that. But right now, I'm just from play and stuff like that, I know that I can do certain things here, right? So for example, I should try to get some more belt down. That would be really nice. We're going to need more power, dude. And you're going to need some more power lines. Okay, so we'll do that for while we're chomping at the bit here. Might as well keep taking some of the resources. Okay, so this is basically the start of the blueprinting section. So of course this will be smelter 1. You know what you forgot to do? You might. Luckily, I have a picture of this. Where do I have the picture of this? I have a picture of this somewhere. Thank goodness. I took a picture of this. Wow. It's pretty close. So let's have a look. This is actually going to go right about there is where it will go eventually. I don't know why that looks kind of weird. That looks very weird. Why does that look so weird? Is it too high, too low, too medium? Yeah, it is too low. It goes here. Guess what? You've put that in the wrong spot. You're a goof. Okay. Well, you don't have to be so mean to yourself. Well, yes, but it helps to put it in the right spot. Yeah, whatever. Look. When I looked at this, I thought, that looks like it's a little weird. Well, it is a little weird, because it's not in the right spot. The right spot is up here. Okay. So, try again. And again, as mentioned, this is why, this is the whole testing of the things, right? Making sure it's in the right spot. There we go. There is no power up here, dude. And you are going to bite the big one big time. Smelting one. Look at that. I know that's where you want to put it. I'm assuming that has to go right there. And that's fine. In fact, we'll go this way a little bit. I see I'm already short power poles and a few sorters and a few other things. We're going to do that. We're going to do some of this. We do have some power coming down here, but we're going to actually need some of that as we get ready to do thermal power, which, of course, then we need 30 of these, which, of course, is going to be painful, but look at that. There's 30 right there. 10, 5, 0. There we go. So we'll now this all won't come together right away. Obviously, we're going to have to probably sneak around here a little bit.
You have an unpowered production facility.
No kidding.
To make it run normally, place it within the power grid coverage.
Thanks, Mr. Roboto. I knew I could count on you, buddy. I'm sure we'll be right up on that. Meanwhile, we might as well move down here. It will get most of this done. I mean, the drones flying around, I don't care about. They're sucking power out of me. But you know, their speed at building at the moment is irrelevant to me. So
now you can click the planet thumbnail button at the bottom left corner of the screen.
The planet thumbnail. Yes, I can. Or planet view. Thanks, Mr. Roboto. I was pretty sure about that. All right. Yeah, there I am. Look at that, me. I'm all cute out here in space.
Hold the right mouse button to roll the camera. Press
yes, I'm sure I will. Let's see. As long as we don't let the gas tank run out, we'll be fine.
Scrolling the mouse wheel also enters the stop.
Okay, let's go over here, grab a little bit of this copper while these poor 3 drones are trying to figure out their life, right? Okay, so let me have a look at this list. The one thing I do have listed and I'm still using is I am still using my my research template from my earlier playthroughs and stuff like that. You are doing mark power. I need the triangles because we need the power towers because we'll never survive without any of this stuff. Okay, mecha flight. Yay us. We like that. What am I thinking here? Drive engine 1, right? I don't remember drive engine 1 ever needing rocket motors. Really? You need engine for that? Okay. Go back to this for a second. Engine. Yeah, okay. That's a thing. Well, I'm going to have to put that into my my new blueprinting mess. So now we'll do this. Okay, that's fine. Just a little bit of a, my list is pre-fog, right? So I'm going to have to insert a column here. So mecha flight, insert column to the left. There we go. So I don't forget that. Then of course we got to go back here. Yeah, stop doing that, would you? This is something, of course, we couldn't do at one time, so pause is definitely going to be an important thing here. Let's see. We want, I want some graphite. Graphite. Yes, please. Thank you very much. Do that. Awesome. Jamie, what's up? I see it's a test. Well, it's an initial testing day. We're testing out some of the blueprints I've got made. Again, I haven't made any notes on these blueprints at all, right? And I'll actually show you what I mean by that. So we're gonna, I'm just going through and making sure I have my energy circuit one. Energy circuit level 1. Do that. Then it's what? Nope, wrong way, dude. I need you to go this way. What do you need? Universal Exploration 1. Comms control. Universal Exploration 1. Okay. And then comms control is control 1. Yep. All right. Well, that's good enough. So let's get out of that for a second. So I've made up my initial set of blueprints. But what I haven't done is I haven't written down all the component requirements in a list yet. So in this case, for example, this blueprint requires 51 belts, 2 power poles, right? So what I would have is in a list, right? I would have things being queued up in a list before, obviously, before needing the blueprint. So when I'm ready for the blueprint, I would just be ready to go, right? So like this needed 55 belts. It needed 10 sorters. It needed, I think that's 8 smelters, 5 towers, and 2 assembly machines. Well, I mean, I didn't write any of that down today, and I'm still short 1 assembly machine. So I gotta go fix that. Here, put these temporary towers down. Here, this will give you something to do for a minute. All right. 2, 3, and these things are junk, right? We're not expecting miracles out of this stuff. We're just looking to put it down.
Facility has no recipe designated.
We're just moving some stuff out of the way here. There we go.
Once a recipe is configured, press less than key to copy the current recipe.
Okay, did I make that thing yet? All right, so you're making my cubes, which is that. But before you do the next thing, I'm going to get you to make me one of those. And then we're going to make some belts. 25, 30. And then we're going to make some of these. Sure. I need a couple of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure. That will at least get us underway. All right. So first, power problem resolved, right? You betcha. Next, let's get this back up and running, but for reals this time, and not the fake ones. All right. Okay. And do that. Now. Okay. And I do this every time. That's fine. So we're gonna come out here. Actually, yes. Right to about there, and you can come up here and stick in there for the moment. Something like that. Let's get you to come out. Yep, there, yep. Dude, I know you're on a boundary line, and I know you want to do all the silly, stupid things, but can we just please cooperate a little bit? Holy smokes. All right, there we go. You didn't get no power. Well, here, have a power pole. Congratulations. Look at you go. Hey, all right. Now we're on the way. Let's see. That looks good. So yeah, so this is one of the things I haven't done yet, but I will be doing. I try to do the, all this boring stuff like offline, right? So, writing all this down in lists, right? Making sure that we're crafting ahead of time. So obviously, we'll want to make sure that we get a couple of things done here. Really? I have to get that done next? All right. That's fine. And then there's 24, and then there's like belt 3 and a few things, and then we do some smelting lines. So yeah, I just gotta make sure I stay at. Oh, you're running out, dude. It's never good. The robots are eating your power, dude. Okay, that's fine. Okay, listen. Take this. Rotate. Just shove that in there for now. There we go. What's up? Caught the stream today. You betcha. Usually I'm busy during the day. But no lifting Pal World since Friday, though. Too addictive. Yeah, well, you know how it is, right? I know. Yeah. You gotta watch them addictions, people. You gotta watch out for them addictions. Alright, we're gonna run this up here. Listen, you know what you're doing? No. Let me measure something out here first. Belt 1 would come up here and do the things. Like right... where is it? Yeah, right there, dude. It's right there. Okay. So you should do that. Even though you don't get the boxes yet, this will help you with your entry into this. All right. So now you can do this, and you can be safe about it because you know where that line's going to be. All right. Which is that line right there. And you're going to need more belts. Yes, and I hope you guys have been making me things. Are you guys making me things over here? Not enough things, I don't think. Yeah, because you know why? You need sorters, and you're a bum. Okay, do some of that. There, that'll keep things entertainment for a minute. How you doing for power poles? This actually works out pretty good for us because we actually want to borrow a little bit of power pole-ish stuff here. We'll set this up for a second. Okay, thank you very much. Right, and now you're looking for that, but we won't worry about that just yet. All right, there we go. First of all, this just helps me keep him energized. This, of course, is going to help me do that. These aren't going to happen for a while, but I don't need them to. I just need to be able to get this up here. Like that. These are the more important parts. Anyway, I do need to grab some stone. So grab that. Okay, grab this. And we'll grab some of that. And we'll grab some of those. Obviously, it's not making circuit boards and stuff yet, but that's okay. We're just actually coming over here to grab a little stone. So we'll do that. You betcha! What do you want? Well, you want some boxes and things, but we haven't got the research for that yet. But the sorters are coming right now. Look at that. Congratulations. Here, you should put that to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You should probably put that as 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20. We're definitely going to want some of that action, right? We'll do 3 at a time there. And then, of course, you're going to need probably a little more of those. Look at you go, spending all the monies. That's right. Spend all the bucks. You can't take it with you, people, so you might as well spend it. All right, that'll be enough of that for the moment. Hey, look who's gotten us. Look who's got their own sorter now. Excellent. Go, boy. You betcha. All right. We'll come down here. We'll grab another 50 coal. We'll shove that in the furnace. Boom, boom. That way the drones don't die. Life is good. We're going to grab that because that's still handcrafting some stuff, people, as we slowly get things built out. Okay. That's right. Yeah, you should do that line. That line's important to us because that line allows us to get copper running. Yes, I like that. Mr. O, I hope it's all good in the neighborhood. You betcha. Yeah, come this way, dude. Come this way. Do those things. Yeah, do those things. Okay, yeah. Put that right there. Yeah, do those things. Yeah, so we can get copper running. Yes, there you go. Nice. Okay, you're going to do them 50 cubes at some point in time? Well, yeah. I mean, you know, there's probably more important things to do. Well, yeah, but you got to do it. You got to do them at some point in time. 5, 10, 15, 20. Well, that's true. Okay, so because we got to get through this research so we can keep going with the belt work and the stuff and the things. Nice. I love it when the things start running. Yes, look at this. Gonna make me circuit boards. Aw, yeah. Someone's a superstar. Aw, yeah. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Right. Do that. Do this. You're actually for steel, but we don't need you just yet. Okay. Aw, yeah. Now it's happening. Now it's happening. You ain't getting that because you haven't got the other side of that yet. Sorry, dude. It is what it is. Here, you can actually have that, though. I do got to grab some of that raw material, because that's the thing that's got to happen. Grab that. Grab this. Now, why are you guys all cranky? I don't think you should be. I mean, I'm sure you're going to think of a reason to be. And that should be one of the few last times I have to grab raw copper that way. All good, trying to figure out how to get the Excel spreadsheet to act like a video. Well, besides display capture the Excel spreadsheet itself, you know, I used to do a lot of really tricky things with PowerPoint, but that was 25 years ago, and don't ask me how to do that now, because I couldn't tell you. That was a whole other world, dude. Whole other world. Okay, so... what are you doing? Okay, so you're making me that. Excellent. You know what you should do with that? Power. Right. Because that's a thing you have to do. Did we make the power yet? No. You're doing power, well, yes, you did make the power. Good. Okay, well then you should be doing the power now. Okay, so... do that. Okay, and I don't think I actually have that in a recipe yet. But let's actually do that right now. So yeah, give me that. Give me this, and flip, 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 flip. I need you to do that right there, dude. 1, 2, 3. There we go.
Thermal power plant.
I know, Mr. Roboto. What do you think?
It consumes chemical fuel.
I know.
Ensure adequate fuel supply at all times so the plant can consistently generate power.
You betcha. Mr. Roboto can't believe it. He's like, holy smokes. The new age has begun, people. The new age has begun. It sure has. Do that. Okay, that's it. Look at that. Thermal power. And the energy grid comes back. Oh, yeah. Sure. It's perfectly fine. So, we're on our way. Did you build a blueprint for the generators? I did, but I accidentally deleted it. So, I should actually do that right now. We're actually going to do that again. Let me extend this line. There we go. So we're going to extend this line like this. And I actually have to build 2 of them. I got to build 1 horizontal, 1 vertical. 0, 0 power. Yeah. And width. All right. 0, 0 power. WIDTH. And again, I'm not really worried about time today or anything like that, right? We're just kind of doing a thing, so I can take time to make this blueprint. So do that, do this, building. Gee whiz, there's a lot more buildings in here than I remember. Okay, there it is. You're good to go. And put a number there. So that's going to be 0. Save that. Excellent. When I do the other one, I got to make the other one go the other way. Look at that. They're all happy. Save before shenanigans. Yeah, really. Okay, so we're looking good here. This is doing things. You know what you need? Yeah, science. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then you need a whole bunch of belt. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You need some power poles. I know that. I know you need some of these. You definitely need a bunch of these, and you're not ready for those at all. Right. You can also need a bunch of those. And yes, you've made me a few rings, but that's not a lot. I wish you'd made... but we haven't got the boxes ready yet. So just take that. Take that. You got circuit boards here for me? Yeah, well, 20's better than none. You don't have to handcraft them at least. That will take that. You know what? I think I'm actually going to back up here. Let me change this on the spreadsheet. So on the spreadsheet, I want to back up. So this is now going to be engine, because you got to have engine before you have drive engine, right? All right. So that's high efficiency plasma. Right. So that's the triangles. Then the engine, and then all right. So I'm gonna pause this for a second. Actually, no, it doesn't matter. I got to get rid of all this anyway. Now I want to have boxes and things. I need boxes and things. So go to this. Boxes and things. You need 100 cubes for that, but we need it. So that's a thing. Now you can go ahead and do engines, because that's a new thing. And now you go back to upgrades, and this is where you go for Mecha Flight 1. Right. Mecha, no, it's Mecha Frame Dude. Mecha Core. Why does that look weird? Drive engine, Mecha Flight. Yeah, drive engine 1. Yeah, give me that. See, this whole new engine thing keeps throwing me off. And then you got to switch back to that for graphene. Right there, and that's fine. We'll stop there for the moment. So let's see. Q is running at 190 seconds. So let's see. I should be able to put in. And again, I would try to be staying ahead of this, but I don't have this written down yet. So it looks really sloppy, but it will get better after we do it 2 or 3 times. Get an Excel spreadsheet to generate labels from table rows. But when you do that as a script, right? Like you would put in blah, 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 right? You would put in, like, each cell would be like the person's name, right? Like A1 would be Max, and A2 would be Mr. O, and A3 would be blah blah blah. And then somewhere else, right, you would write, like you could do that on another sheet, and then you would go ahead and use that sheet as a printing with, I wouldn't say VB script. I forget what the script's called in Excel now. My brain's fried. But anyway, nevertheless, and then kind of do it that way. I'm working from Open Office. Well, there you go. Okay, so where was I again? Right. I'm doing this. Yes, I need you to do those things. I need 100 cubes for that? Holy smokes, people. 100 cubes, he says. I guess you're really going to have to focus on that. Yeah, you're only getting 5 cubes out of that, dude. And that's because you need raw materials out of these machines to do that. And that's because you don't have enough rings to do this. You got enough of this. I mean, you got all kinds of this. You're doing fine for that, and you're looking okay there. But you haven't got enough rings. How's that? 106. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. All right. Let's go for belt 1. No, actually belt 2. So it's belt 2. Okay. According to that, right there. And we already have the copper line in. That's why that's fine. So we'll let them. We'll let that just keep bebopping along there. Okay. So this is going to be belt 3. You betcha. Right there. Yes, sir. That's what it looks like. Except that your line for your current thing is a little short. Okay. And that's going to have to try and remember that somehow. Okay, that's fine. Just take this all out right here. Zip. Now put in that. Okay, there you go. And put it over right there. Do that. Do this. There you go. So now you can fix that line up again, right? We need this line to keep working, dude. Don't stop working now. All right, and we can take that out of there temporarily. So, yeah, do these 2 pieces, guys. There you go. Yep, keep coming up here. I know this is just for gears. I'm not worried about that box yet. I just need to make sure that this iron gets back online, right? Very important that the iron gets back and working. There we go. That's the important part. All right. So as these guys can keep working, and then of course when we get this research done, we'll look good at this. All right.
Your vein is almost depleted. Ore reserves in each vein is limited.
I know.
Once exhausted, the supply of raw ores.
It's not my fault you put this tiny little vein down here, Mr. Roboto. You could have put a lot more than 15,000 in that little vein.
Additionally, upgrade vein utilization to reduce ore loss.
Well, that's my problem, right? It's been way too long since I've done anything serious in Excel. That's the problem, I think, for everybody. It's Excel. You know. Yep. And not to say as, not to say as I wouldn't figure it out. It's just, yep, it's Excel. Accelerate your life. You betcha. Okay, do that. And then we'll join these ones. Okay, join that, join that, join this, join that. Look at that. Wow, that's pretty fancy, Max. Look at you go. I know, right? Sometimes I know what I'm doing. Not all the time, though. Let's not get silly now. Just sometimes. Sure. Okay, so do. All right. Let's get these. Let's get this show on the road. Okay, do that, and we click this one here, do this, and then right to there, and then do that. Now this is just a temporary roundabout until that research gets done, and then I switch it back over anyway, right? So, you know what you didn't make? You didn't make any of these. All right. So, can we make some? Sure. Let's do 10. Okay. You need a lot of these. 5, 10, 15. Okay. And of course, you're going to need more belts. Yeah. Well, guess what you're running out of? Stuff. All right. Specifically, raw ore stuff, actually. This is what you're running out of. Like, dude, I mean, he still has access to 19,000. Give me a break. You're giving me all this warning for nothing. You know that, right? But whatever. Listen, you know what you gotta grab? This. You've been getting real lazy on that lately, and you're gonna run out of gas and look really bad at it. Alright. Okay. So, as you can see, we're starting to have things come out on a line. We like that. That's really awesome. Yep. So, we'll get ready to do that. That's still the steel line. Let's see. I'm just checking the spreadsheet here. Okay. And this is where I would have notes to say, you know what you should do next? Yeah, more power. But I don't have any notes yet, so it's a slight problem. Okay, and we're just going to drag that up here. And you're going to do this. Actually, we can do this. And just stick that right there. You'll definitely need a couple of more of those shortly. So you're going to need at least 2 more of those. Let's just do that. And we're probably going to need some of those. We definitely want a couple of those. Let's 1, 2, 3, that. Now, all that's doing is just making sure we don't run out of power on our own needs, right? Okay. Okay, yep, that's fine. And whatever he's making, he's going to try and send down there anyway. But I have to get some raw ore up here in the first place. How you guys doing? Good. I'm glad to see that. We'll take that. We'll take that. Actually, we're looking really good for the copper side of things. I really only need one of those. Copper, of course, is just like most other factory simulators. You don't actually need a lot of copper at the start. It usually comes later on when you need all the copper, right? Copper light at the start, copper heavy in the end. It's just how it usually works out. We'll take that. We'll take those. Let's go for making some of these. You can make 5. Really? Well, I'd really like to make more than that, but I guess you're not going to let me, are you? No. So, you already got 400 seconds. That's like 6 minutes worth of stuff, dude. You're already kind of gassed up here for a minute. So do you want to do smelter 2? Sure, he says. Okay. Let's do smelter 2 and see how much of it we get down. All right. Lucas, what's up? I hope it's all good in the neighborhood. That's true. And if the speed run included the dark fog, so like when we do the 2 1-hour parts of the dark fog, then yes, it will definitely be more copper heavy. In fact, I think they kind of did that because they realized that copper's pretty light at the start. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, Factorio, Satisfactory, a lot of factory games are always iron heavy in the front, and then they get real copper heavy in the back end, right? Because then that's when you usually have to start making a lot of wiring and stuff like that. But I think they kind of threw that dark fog up front because a lot of people were like not using a lot of copper at the start, and so like. You notice like the bullets are copper and you need a lot of copper to make missiles and all the silliness. And I think that was why they kind of did it that way. I don't know if that's like, it's not a bad thing. It's not a good or bad thing. It's just a thing, I guess. It's like, all right. So, yeah, I totally agree. Dark Fog has definitely put copper back in play as an early game requirement. Luckily, don't have to worry about that for the speedrun, though. I just gotta plop things down. All right, how we doing here, dear dude? Well, it turns out you're making me things. It turns out you're making me all the things that I need. How many of those do I need? I need 3. So I'm gonna let you make those 3. What else do you need? Okay. You need boxes. You need sorters.
The facility has stopped running.
It
If
has.
it's not due to a power failure, check if products overflow, or if there aren't enough raw materials. These may cause facilities to fail. Plan your factory in a reasonable manner, and balance production and consumption.
Oh, Mr. Roboto. You know, there are some times I just want to shake my fist at you, buddy. We're going to cancel that. That'll give us the those two power plants. We'll take this 15 here, and then we'll take the 2 power plants. Sure. Look at that. We actually have iron coming out in large quantities. Wow, it's pretty cool. This is, of course, for steel, but we won't worry about that just yet. That is one thing I am going to add to the list is battlefield analysis. And BABs are just because you can use them for building. I mean, that's, they don't really have a function in terms of like fighting, but they're free drones you get from them. Bonus, right? Now they are a little expensive with them wafer things, right? But I do see how I will try to probably incorporate them at some point in time, just because of the extra drones you get. I definitely agree with that. Okay, so you're still working on the research for that, dude. Nope. Do this, do that. So you're doing that. You're going to do all that. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. There we go. That will handle that. And of course, what we're working towards is blue science is about to get set up here shortly. Yes, we like blue science. Blue science is awesome. And we want blue science. So that's what we're working towards. Belt 4. Am I missing a section? I might be missing a section. What am I missing there? Well, you're missing something. Because something's missing there. Okay, well, just a second. Why does that not look right? Because it's not, dude. That first line is supposed to be a copper line, and it's out of whack. Well, that's one way to put it. Well, it's got to go there, dude. That doesn't make sense. Well, that 1, 2, and then those 2 are up, but then that's up. Why is that up? Yeah, like those, it's off by 1. Why is it off by 1? That's really weird. It shouldn't be off. It's off by 1. Now, is that because of the copy I did, or did I mess it up? Well, this is why we were testing them, because that's definitely not right. It's right, but it's off by 1. All right, wait a second. Go back to 3. All right, so that was the one I had just put in up here. That's fine. And then I actually have 2, 3, 4, 5 for the smelters, and then this is belt 4. Yeah, like that's way off. That's way off, dude. Go to belt 5. Right, and then this is the turn, which of course would be here, which then we set up for blue science here.
You've built a depot for storing items.
Yes, I did. I'm going to do this. We're actually gonna load a game up here. Why does that look really weird? All right, that's fine. Why is that look weird? Go to this. Yep. All right. So we're gonna have a look to see why it looks so weird. First of all, it's like there's a piece missing. Second of all, you're upside down. Yeah, like there's a piece missing here. And next, so there you can see how it kind of works out, right? Right, we have the pieces coming in. Life looks good. All right, so let's have a look here. Number 4. Okay. Well, so is my entire line off by 1? Must be. Ah, darn it. That means all of this is off by 1 tile. Okay. That stinks. Sure, he says. It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. We're going to fix this. Well, how are you going to fix that? Well, let me think about it. Okay. So that is the copper line there. And then there's these 3 lines here. Boundary lines. It's crazy. So we make the turn, and then we come down here. Yeah, and it seems like it's really high. I don't know why. Well, it's because you didn't copy this section in here. Now, I'm okay with that. I don't need... Like, I can manually do some of the connecting work. But it's a note that I'll have to make. Alright, so let's reload this other game. Yep, go to that. Okay. Yeah, you only need to handcraft about 5 of them, right? Yeah, and you can just keep picking that one up and moving it around. Is probably what I would do for a while until I made a couple extras. All right, so we're going to do it this way. Boop. Right, and you're going to be cranky about this, of course, because you're off by 1. Sure, he says. That's fine. Okay. Not happy about that, but it is what it is.
If there isn't enough ground space, make more efficient use of your space by stacking matrix slabs, depots, storage tanks, and splitters.
Mr. Roboto, you're so precious, dude. You're so precious. Okay. Meanwhile, we got the research going through. What do you need? A bunch of belt, right? Yes. You need a bunch of belt. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. That's going to give you 150 belt. But we shouldn't need much more or anything else besides... all right, yeah, we're gonna need a few of those. My bad. Oh, that's the research you're working on now. That's... duh. All right, never mind. Okay, and what else did I need? Sorters. All right, well, we can throw a few of them into the buckets. 5, 10, 15, that's 45. That'll be enough. Okay. Don't know why you're sitting there all by yourself. That makes it really weird. Do I have it on the drawing as to why you're sitting there all by yourself? Yes, because you are missing a thing. Okay. For some reason, I have this all shifted over too far by 1. Yikes. Oh well, I mean that's okay. Again, this is why we were testing these blueprints and seeing how bad it was. Well, it's bad. This entire section is off by 1 entire block. Yep. And these, I don't know how I missed that. I am going to try to... One thing I am going to do is I was trying to figure out a way to use this initial coal as a guidepost. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to redo this blueprint 1. Or, well, I guess it's blueprint... Is it blueprint 1 or blueprint 0? Yeah, so I'm going to have to redo blueprint 0 to try to be a little closer, I guess. Because, see, that's where it should have went. Is right there. And because of that, these rows down here were off by 1, which is probably why I'm off by 1 there. I mean, it's fine, you know. We're not going to stop right now anyway, so I still want to get down here to the part where I'm crafting the mall and a few other things. In fact, if we go to belt 5, we can still get that in. Yep. Are we gonna try and squeeze that in there like that? Or do you want to do it this way? I say we do it that way. No. Yeah, I know. Yeah, red dots, all the things, red dotting. That's fine. And then see, this here is for more copper. I'm not worried about that. And then this here would be blue science. So we might as well get blue science out now. And that goes right there. There's 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think it's right there. Well, we're gonna stick it right there and see what happens. All right.
Matrix lab, a facility to produce.
You
matrices.
betcha, dude.
It can
Your
also be
message
used to
is in
research
my way.
technologies that are unlocked with matrices.
Gee
Matrices are the source codes to maintain the center brain simulation of a homeland.
Yes.
You can upload as many matrices to the center brain to run its simulation and unlock more technologies in the real world.
Thanks. You're so awesome. You are so gone when I on the next test run. You are so not talking to me, dude. I am so cutting you off. You just don't know it yet. Anyway, that's fine. He's fine. Just ignore him for now. There we go.
A splitter.
That's going to give you some belts.
It can split the cargo.
Actually, let's do something a little bit quirky here for a second.
Splitting speed
Let's actually go for how many of these do I need? 5.
Switch between different patterns. Click on it to set priorities.
Well, we're gonna do 10 anyway, and now we can go do some more belt work, and then we'll do some sorters. There we go. And then of course it's going to be even more belt work. Because that will now allow us to start scooping in boxes. Do that. Yeah, see, that's what we want. There we go. All right. And... Okay, yeah, you're about to make me 5 more boxes. That's going to fix this, which means I want to fix this. We're going to do that. And get rid of that. And we're going to do that. And that, get rid of these. We're going to do this. There we go. Boom, boom. All the things. Okay. Now I got to get that second line of material up here. Okay. Boy, you're not happy with that at all, are you? Nope. It's too bad that never seems to work right. But that's fine. Do that. And let me guess, you're not going in there properly either, are you? Nope. Okay, we'll try it again. Do that, do that. Yeah, come on, get in there, dude. Yep, boom, there we go. That's what I want. Okay, so... I'm actually gonna hold off on that for a second, and we're gonna take this. I'm gonna take this. So this I knew was always a problem. All right, we'll do it here. I mean, I am messing this up a little bit, but it has to happen. So do this, do that, do this, and do that. There you go. I know, little robots. You're straining really hard, dude. Here, I'll give you a little juicy juice power. There you go. Have that.
You've built a wireless power tower for
I know,
transmitting
Mr.
power
Roboto.
over a
You're
long
always so on
range.
top of
The
things. It's
exciting
amazing.
part is that it can also draw power from the power grid to
I know.
charge the mecha.
Yes, it does. And look at it charging me. It's awesome. All right, that'll be enough. Okay. So now we got to keep going with them belts, dude. So again, one thing I don't have set up is I don't have set up any of my counts, right? So if we go into a blueprint here just for a second, for example, I have not written all this down yet, right? I've got the blueprints done, but I did not write down the counts, right? So I would have this as part of the spreadsheet I have, and I would say, okay, so I'm about to use blueprint 3 coming up. I need to make sure I have 131 belts, 1 power tower, 1 this, 1 that, 1 these, 1 those. So that way, of course, when it comes to using that blueprint, we would have it to go, right? But that I do not have done yet. I'm just testing the blueprints to see how they're working. And besides this little quirk, which, and really, this would not have been an issue. The only reason this is an issue is because I'm off by one here, and being off by one here made me put off by one whole row here. So I'm going to redesign belt 0 to try and align with this water and use these 2 towers. So you notice I have 2 towers here, which seem kind of wasteful, but the reason for the 2 towers is they are the align. I know this is the coal I want to start at, and I'm going to use the 2 towers as an alignment node to fit the first blueprint in to make sure everything else lines up. So it's a bit of a quirk. it's a bit quirky because it's misaligned, which is quirky. But anyway, it is what it is. So we're just gonna work with it, people. We're gonna work with it. Yep. We're gonna work with it for the day. Sometimes life happens. Sure. Okay. So you can come down now. You're doing that. You're gonna do that. You're gonna come up here and do this. You're going to come up in here and do that. Don't know where you're going. Oh, I know where you're going. You actually have a very special mission, but you're not actually going until red science, so that's fine. I'm not too worried about this line coming down. I know where he's going. I know where he's going now, but he's not until red science, so we don't have to worry about him too much. Yeah, keep going, dude. Okay. Do that, do this. I guess what you've have been neglecting. Yeah, you're low on power. That would be the warning sign. I saw the sign, and the sign said you're about to run out of power. You betcha. Ace of Base. What a great band. Yeah, whatever, dude. Get over it. Alright, that's fine. We'll just top up. I'm gonna have to put that as notes to keep checking that. That's for sure. Okay, so you got your belt work coming down there. Nope, get out of that for a minute. Let's see. I'm looking for these. Oh, okay. I guess one is it. I need to mine more rock. No, don't fly, dude. Stop flying. Flying is expensive. Don't fly yet. I'll let you fly later, but you can't fly right now. Oh gosh darn it! I put them in backwards. Don't do that. Do that. Do this. Do this. Do that. And do this. And then do that. Do that. Okay, do that, and do that. Excellent. And of course, why are we doing that? Because that is blue science right there, people. Yep, you betcha. And if I can throw down a power pole on that, just to get it up and running, we should see it live. Boom, baby, that's it. Yeah, start pulling stuff in there. Start making me some blue cubes, would you? I'd really appreciate that. I suppose you don't have any, like, did I not do the other part yet? Oh, no. You mean like there's like 4 belts up here and you haven't done the work yet? Let's have a look. You got lots of circuit boards. Oh, well, of course you didn't do the last piece. That was too easy. Okay, that's fine. Okay, do that. Yeah, do this, guys. This is way more important. Look at this poor one little drone. Yeah, come up here and help this guy. This is way more important than the bottom stuff. There we go. There we go. That's what I want to see. Boom. Rings for days, people. Rings for days. And then, of course, unfortunately, it's going to spit that out. But we got a nice little backlog going on here of circuits. I'll take them first 200 so as we don't have to handcraft so much of that anymore. Meanwhile, I can handcraft 15, 20. At least we don't have to do the circuit boards side of things. We just got to do the ring side of things now until them labs down there take care of our needs. And I'll take those. Let's see. So this is all pretty good. Where are we at? 105. So this is a little messy.
Now you can click the statistics
And again,
tab
no
on
surprise because I
the
haven't
right
got the actual
corner of
counts
screen
down.
to view statistics, including the production and consumption of each item and power data.
I'm really giving you
This
the itch
data
to
can
do that
help you
blueprint
manage
stuff with
your
storage.
operations.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about. My project may be extremely simple. Yeah, like mail merge. That's what I was thinking, right? Link to the spreadsheet, right? So, I mean, now, okay, now I'm going to age myself, right? So, we're talking like over 30 years ago, right? In WordPerfect, right? We used to do mail merging all the time. And we would do, now in WordPerfect, you would just make two documents. One document would be just your list of names, and the other document was the actual template with the components to pull in. But I knew Microsoft Word would do that no problem, right? You would just link it to the spreadsheet. But my brain wasn't thinking that way. And yes, that's exactly what you should do. It will be so much easier, in a way. Yes, make me blue cubes. Make them. Make all the blue cubes. Lots of blue cubes. Why don't you have that coming out the other side? I don't know. It's all right. We can do that, and we can actually do this manually. So, yeah. Can you, guys? Yeah. Thanks. Yep. Do that. Do that. I do have a blueprint for that. Is it number 6? It is number 6. So if you do, and of course everything's off by 1, right? So if I do that, no. If I do that and I push this, you're gonna do it. So do it. And you need a box. Can I have a box? Yes. In fact, you can have a box because you got no stone. And you should probably go do that. I know. Alright. That's fine. Here, mine that piece of stone too. So I just want to collect the cubes up for now. I mean, I can keep slamming them in my inventory. It's not efficient, but I am perfectly fine with it. Okay, now you need a bunch of belts to do that. Oh, no, look at all that handcrafting of... No, you're not doing that. No. First, take that. Second. Yeah, do that. Thirdly, no, you're not doing all that. There we go. Okay, I will let you make gears manually because I messed up the blueprint up here. Well, I didn't mess up the blueprint. I messed up the placement of that first print. I could do this temporarily, though, just to kind of fix that. Let's do this. Do that. Oh, well. Dude, are you guys all flying down? Get up here. I got things to do. Look, I got things to do here. Don't you all fly away. Don't. All right, fine. You're ignoring me anyway. So that's fine. That's fine. Right? Yeah, you just want that. You know what you can do? Here, have 100 of those. All right. Well, you won't hold 100, but you know, it sounded like a really good plan for a few seconds. Okay, there we go. Do that. Excellent. Grab another of that. You gotta slam that in there. Oh, guess what? It kept taking that for your research. So you're gonna have to stand here and wait for this for a minute. In fact, you know what? Why don't you help it a little bit? There we go. Yes, definitely. I definitely agree with the mail merging thing. Attached to the spreadsheet. So much better of a plan, dude. So much better of a plan. Take that, take this. Engines. I think engines are done, right? Yes, they are. And I need 50 of them. There's 25. And in fact, engines are actually better fuel source. So I would like to get that up and running here as quickly as possible. But we're going to have to use a little bit of this. We gotta stick with this just a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. All right. So that's fine. It's coming down there. It's fine. What are you doing? Grab that. So you have that ability, and you need more belt. And of course, you need just enough belt. There we go. So now for the, let's see, that's going to be belt 5, blue science, belt 6, that is that. It's being made now. Belt 7 is what we use to get to the mall. So that goes right there. We'll let it finish this up first, because I'd like to start storing these blue cubes. There we go. I recorded data sheet in OBS Studio, scrolling it as I wished. It's not the best, but combining with the control key, it's acceptable. I'm building spaghetti fabric. Come on now, don't be mean to me. Yeah, well, like, listen. I mean, you know, this is much faster for cubes. You bet. At least. Now, see, I'm gonna have my 100 cubes for the research already, and this is awesome sauce. Yes, I would like to have the labs down for it, but that's okay. In fact, I should try to build 2 labs. And you need to get some rock, dude. You need rock. You got to rock. Yeah, like you need rock so bad. I've really got to put that as part of my notes. Get rock sooner. Now, see, that would be this would be a problem, because obviously a little later on, I don't actually do it. I wouldn't actually do it here at the moment, but a little later on, this stone is what's going to be used to do the glass and the brickwork, and because it's all off, it will smash right into this, and none of that will work, right? Which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Anyway, you're still making me my 25 engines, right? No, you're not, because you need to make 25 more. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. There you go. And in fact, dude, you should make yourself some engine. I might put that as part of the blueprint. Maybe what I'll do is I'll put a piece up there that allows me to make engines out of the blueprint. I could probably do that up here. Let's swing around this way for a minute. So as part of the blueprint, right here is where I could do that. I could probably put that in here. Something like, let's see, do I got a spare one? I do. If I do this, and then I do something like this, and then I could do a box. No, not that, dude. Do a box. Okay, and then you could make engines here, right? Because they would be rings, which I could slowly grab off of this belt line, and it would be okay. And it's copper. Do that, and then do this, and then we just make a few engines at a time. We wouldn't make a lot of engines, just a stack of engines, right? Give it a power pole, because that's a thing you need, turns out. There you go. And that's how I could get engines. I could actually make that as part of the blueprint. Now, the only problem is that this is a messed up layout, right? Because I'm off by a row. So I'm going to have to go back over to my creator side of things, fit this in here on that side of things, and then Like, what I'll probably do is I'll probably have this line come out here, and then maybe do like a smelter out here, just to make these engines, right? Because then I could grab a set of engines and use them for fuel. Anyway, we'll leave that box there for now. It's perfectly fine. As my hand is cramping up. That's for those who don't know, of course, my left hand isn't the best, right? It was in an accident some years ago, and though I have a left hand, and I'm fortunate to have one, most things don't work on it. And yeah, so most of my left hand, I mean, it's there, the fingers are there, and stuff, but yeah, unfortunately, like, the fingers don't work there. I hate that. Like, why would you allow that on your blueprinting if you're not going to make that work half the time? That drives me crazy. Do that. Do this. And do I really need to hook these up now? Not really, but I'm just kind of doing it for the practice. Okay, there we go. Look at you go. Yeah, that's stuff right there. Oh, I could combine belts without splitters, right? I mean, I could. You can combine belts.
You're now able to fly.
I am.
Press space twice to lift off.
Ta-da!
Then press the direction
Flying.
keys to move the mecha. In flight mode, mecha speed is boosted by 150%, and energy consumption is increased. Press Alt to land the mecha.
Boom.
Research is too slow. Build more matrix labs.
Huh.
Multiple matrix
I was
labs
sure you could use
contribute to
engines as a
same
fuel.
research.
Can you not
Build
use
more
engines as a
matrix
fuel
labs and
source?
set them to research mode.
I was
and
sure you could
ensure
use engines as a
sufficient
fuel
supply of
source.
matrices.
Listen, stop. Yeah, stop that. I mean, if you can't use engines as a fuel source, I'm just wasting my time here. Oh, really? I was sure in the other series I was using engines as a fuel source. I was throwing them things in there all the time. Okay, maybe I'm missing something. All right. Well, we won't worry about that too much. Here, we'll just take that out for now. Again, this is more of an experiment than anything else. Anyway. Splitters, but just splits that you just now fixed. Well, not sure. Combustible units. Is that what it is? Yeah, just hold on a sec there. No, back here. No, wasn't that. Yes, now, I mean, yes, graphene is definitely a fuel source, and it's an awesome fuel source. Combustible units. Right. Yup. Yeah, I get it. Yep, I'm good. Yep, I got it. Yep. That's what it is. I was like, yeah, why isn't this working? What is it? 9.72 megajoules. What do you get out of graphene? 6.75. So it's 2 coal for graphene, and it's 3 coal for combustible unit. So obviously we're getting more megajoules out of this, right? And generation is 80%. So it is definitely more profitable, quote unquote, to go with the combustible unit. Definitely for the new fuel source. I should try to throw that in for science. But do you want to do that? That's 120 cubes. Now I say that, but I'm not really doing a lot with QB science at the moment. Well, I'm about to throw a bunch of stuff into the queue here. So let's do that. So we have drive engine 1, right? Yeah, that's right there. Universe exploration 1. That has to happen. So there's where drive engine 1, Mecha Flight 1. I just got to go back here to so this here had to happen a lot sooner, so much sooner. I have to make a note on that. Let me just put in a yellow block there. So I've already done improved splitters. This is where I have it in my spreadsheet, but for timing purposes, I'm going to need it so much sooner, like way sooner, like way sooner. Okay. So that's Universal Exploration 1. That's what we're doing now. Then we need Bots 1. I think that's Communication Control 1. And Drone Engine 1. Drone Flight Speed. No. That's... No, get rid of that. That's not yet. Energy Circuit 1, I know is in there somewhere, but it's not there, so let's go back this way. So, Steel comes next. See, that's 120. That's 120. Can I get away with using graphite as my fuel source for the speed run? Because the only reason I'd be remaking combustible units would be for this. I'm not going to make it at the moment. But again, I'm not really doing the speed runish speed at the moment either, right? We do need landfill. Reclamation. Landfill. Ugh, 400. That's expensive. Okay, so down the motors. You need motors next. Oil tanks. Nope. You got to go here. And now you can go down here. And so that's oil tanks. Oil refining. Now you can go mecha frame. Okay, I can't believe I must have missed that somewheres on my spreadsheet, because I always take this before I do blue science, and I haven't even taken this yet, because that would have added another 200 kilowatts. So I probably missed this here. I must have missed this on my spreadsheet somewhere. I'll have to double check that. All right, that's fine. Well, the queues are full anyway, so I can just keep going now. Okay, down you go. So you see how we have a couple of lines here that are empty going upwards? That's for this, right? These 16 iron veins that are here. These lines here are for that, and that's why you see you'll see here indicated on the belt. They're waiting for that to go by. But we are going to have a whole new problem, and that is going to be this stone. Now, as I mentioned, this is off, so we're going to have to fake this stone for now. Yup. It's unfortunate, but we'll just do it this way. So this is not where I would put this, but we're just going to fake it for now. Because this part over here is messed up. But I do want to test the mall blueprints, and to test them, I've got to have, turns out you got to have stone. So, stone it is. There we go. You'll do that. And in fact, you got to make more of these. Do that. And we'll do a few more of these, and you gotta have some of these. Turns out you ain't got enough of that for anyway. Alright, so we're gonna do this, and then this is stone. Okay, that's that. Right, yes. Stone and glass. So you're gonna be my stone. You're gonna be my glass. There we go. Do all the things. You're making me stuff. Excellent. Alright. Come back over here. Push the buttons into things. Alright. Let's see. Now, I'm not even going to bother trying to put in these other ones here. So you'll notice I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, I have all kinds of these to put across here, but like I said, they're in the wrong spot now anyway. I might put these ones in. I probably should. I'll put those ones in just to get enough to come out. But because because this is too far back, this is going to collide all over the place and create a huge mess. So I think what we'll do is we'll just carry on. I'm going to have to mine some stone manually because, of course, I am. That's fine. We'll do that. Put that down. All right. So we're getting into the point now where we're actually, we don't actually need raw resource material anymore. Let's see. So what do you need? You need 13 of those. Sure. Well, you're definitely not getting that because you haven't got enough of that either. Well, yes, but I can get a bunch of that. It's right here. Take 100 of that. Take 100 of that, and I'll bet you I can find another 100 here somewhere. Well, there we go. Let's see. Do you get enough copper? Yes. Really? I don't have enough stone yet? What else am I missing? Well, I mean, okay, for today, it's nothing, right? I would have liked to have gotten the blue science around the 45-minute mark, so as I could have red science by an hour and 30, and that's full red science. Full blue science, full red science. I'd like to have full red, full blue, and on my well underway under yellow by a little over 2 hours, by 2 hours and 30 minutes. That way I kind of know that I'm way ahead of the game. Because if you get the first 3 sciences down, well then now you've only got like 2 more to focus on. And yes, they're bigger builds, but at least you kind of got some time built up, right? But for red, blue, and yellow, I'm thinking 2.5 hours. No, definitely no more than 3 hours, right? So that's how we'll kind of play that one out, I guess. What are you doing? 1. What are you missing? Oh, I know what you're missing. And you can't get any of it. Not here. I need you to dig into this.
Universe exploration. Now you can click the detailed display button at the bottom right corner of the screen to enable real-time vein distribution.
I know, that's awesome, isn't it? Okay, there we go. That's what I'm missing. Guess what you messed up? That. You know what else you can do, though? Give yourself this. There you go. I'll fix you right up. Here, steal some of that for a minute. Throw that in the gas tank. Yeah, yellow by 2:30 is a decent goal. The largest hurdle was the post-yellow transition to logistics. Right. Well, you see, once you've got yellow, it's like you're going blue, you go red, you go yellow, and then you got to take a detour, and that detour is logistics, right? And so what you got to do is you kind of got to do a second setup to get like the purple people eaters and a few other things, so you can actually do that. Now, what I'll do is I'll save here in a second, and then we'll switch back over to the other map to have a look. How am I doing for time? I don't even know how I'm doing for time today. Yeah, we got about 20 minutes. So let's save this here for just a quick second. Yep, save that. Yep, thanks. Now let's go back over here. So once you hit yellow, right? That's where you got to have the transition piece, right? So you're upside down again. You like being upside down, dude. So that's where. So here is the mall, right? This is for tier 1 and tier 2 things, right? So this is the mall that I'm about to build over on the other file. But this is not, right? This right here is kind of set off to the side. And so once you've got yellow up and running, there's a few things I've done to then bolt on to the mall and a few other locations where I can transition into logistics. So, of course, you need purple people eaters. right? Purple people eaters, of course. Well, I call them purple people eaters. That's not what they're called. They're particle containers. But I mean, look at them. They got like little mouths on them, like little sharp mouths. Like, I mean, they're purple people eaters. Anyway, we got the purple people eaters here, and of course, you need those for doing logistics, right? As you can see, you need all kinds of those. The other thing, of course, is titanium. Right, titanium ingots is the other big thing you need, of course, so you need titanium ingots, and microprocessors. So what I have here, this is where I focus on my transition for logistics. So this here allows me to bolt on this to the mall for the purple people eaters. Then right up here, you'll notice this is a bolt-on piece for the smelters to do circuits, right? And then, of course, between the purple people eaters and the circuits, it also does small engines up here, so as you can, I can do drones right away. All right. So these two bolt-on pieces, as I call them, right, basically handle a lot. All right. Now the other one is down here. So as part of doing yellow science, I mean, you need titanium to do yellow science. Right? So that's down here. We ignore, so we stop here. So as part of doing yellow science, we have to do titanium anyway. So you'll see here where we are doing plastic, right? You have to do plastic because then you got to do organics. And then the organics are used as part of your yellow build. Right, so of course yellow organics come in here for titanium ingots, titanium crystals. But since you're bringing in titanium anyway, right? I sneak a little of that titanium off, and what we do with that titanium is we make the titanium ingots because as part of the oil process to make the plastic, we sneak a little bit of that off right here into this little acid pool, which we actually need more of that acid later. So you're not really sneaking the acid off. What you're doing is you're storing it for later, but we're going to use a little bit of it now because I need titanium ingots, right? And not in large quantities. I leave the large quantities for the other planet. Here, I'm just using them again for spaceships, right? Spaceships, and then I can just manually feed this for the larger engines. Because they already got you got purple people eaters up north. We've got circuit boards up north. You've got all the stuff right here for the engines, and I can always just handcraft the towers, right? If we do a zoom out here, like there's probably no more than 7 large towers and probably 6 small towers here. And same with the other planet. Where's the other planet? Right over there, right? So there, of course, is the other planet right there. Now, that planet probably does use about 15 small logistics towers, but only 6 more large towers. So, once you got yellow science running, you got to kind of do this diversionary thing where you decide where you're going to try and get your logistics from. And then you go back to doing science again, right? This, of course, is what's going to be tested here probably sometime next week. We'll be doing this build as a test, right, as part of the red science build. The one thing that will be different is this. This will be turned sideways, and a 5th one of these is going to go right here. So as we produce enough oil to produce more plastics. So it looks really good right now. But a lot of the time, I'm running short on oil because, just because the amount you need, right? So what's going to happen is all this missile stuff, right, for the dark fog, this is all going to come out. This is going to get turned on its side and placed right here. And then a 5th one of these is going to get placed right here. Now, the difference is that these only produce oil. These produce hydrogen and oil, right? Whereas these are just oil. Right, kind of deals. So, that's like this is like the inefficient way to do oil, right? You know, you get kind of you get a hydrogen and a whatever. This here is the very efficient way of doing hydrogen, right? This is a fully recirculating hydrogen graphene maker, so it's this build is different than those ones, right? These do oil, this doesn't. This does graphene and hydrogen in a high volume. This thing's awesome. I love that design. Anyway, nevertheless, that's what's going on there. So why don't you land there, Max, and switch back over to your other build there, and we'll shuffle it up here to see if we can get a little bit more done to wrap up this test. All right. So yeah, I'm looking for about 2.5, 245 to do all three sciences. And again, I'm only at 124, but that's still about 25 minutes behind where I would want to be. But again, without doing any writing down of the numbers that I've needed to build or anything like that, it's not going too bad. I mean, again, this was never going to be Speedy Gonzalez in this case, just because of the way we're doing things. And this whole thing is off, right? So I can't even do a full build of this because I've accidentally set it off too much. So, you know, it's things to fix. You know, lesson learned. We'll fix it. It's what we do. We'll do the next test, and when we do the next test, we'll do that. All right. Are you guys gonna? What's your problem? Oh, okay. You just don't exist yet. You need 11. You need 11 of those too. Oh, gee whiz. Here, then have some of those, would you? Are we starting to build up rings? Yes. Holy smokes! Thank goodness. There. Take 400 of those, dude. Here, have 200 of those. Yes, now we're talking. This is what it's all about. Now for the ball, dude. You know what? Yeah, forget this slow stuff. Let's go for the fast stuff. Look at this. Boom, boom. Yeah, now you're just doing stone. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Watch this. Boom. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yes. None of this handcrafting of circuit boards anymore. No way. Yeah, take all the things. Yeah, I'll take more of them rings too. Awesome sauce. All right. Yes, do all the things. Of course, the big difference here is that we're not putting out enough iron for this. But that's what we're about to fix, as you're about to see. So, that's what's going on down here. So let's do that. You're going to probably need 5 of those too. Well, I mean, we don't need a lot of those right now. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so this is where we want, that's belt 6. That's belt 7. Sure. Right. I just need to see where the lines are. Right there. Okay. Excellent. I'll let you do that there, Roboto. We're going to need some of that. 5, 10. You know what you should do? Don't you dare. Yeah, you know, you got this box of gears. Let's go get them. Yeah, do that. Excellent. And we'll shrink that down to 2. All right, there we go. Boop. Now do some of that. Okay, now you messed that up. We were so far ahead, and now we're so far behind. Here, have some science. Take that too. Gosh darn it. Yeah, give me that. Yeah. Well, fly up there and get it. Yeah, 1, 2. Boy, it's getting awful squeaky here. 3. How about you sort that? Here, throw that away. No, don't throw that away. You actually need a little bit of this. Throw that one away. Clean up the litter. Do this, do that. Okay, yep. All right, you look good. Everything looks good. Okay, come down. Do that. What are you pretending to be short on? 2 of those, huh? All right. Don't know why, but we'll do 5 of you. We got to prepare a bunch of these. You only got 3. So there's 5, there's 10, there's 15, there's 20, there's 25. That means you need a bunch of these. I know that. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. All right, well, let's go that, and then we'll do a bunch of these until it gets upset with me. Right about there somewhere. Meanwhile, you're doing steel. You're going to do that next. Sure. Do all the things. Yep. Now you got to attach these. Hey, guess what's arrived? Stone and glass. Awesome sauce. So we're going to do that, and then do this. Okay. Now, throw these down. Yep, you can do that. Right there. And then somewhere's around there. I guess we'll throw that one down. All right, works for me. Do that. Do this. And... okay, we'll do that. Why is that other line look quirky? We'll fix it in a minute, though. We won't worry about it just yet. It's a mystery. It's a mystery item. I'm sure I'll get to the mystery soon enough. All right. Let's do some mall. Mall 1. Okay. Mall 1 is a go. Boop. To reach the high scores. Funny. All right, there, of course, is first thing you should have in your mall is gear making. So, of course, we got that good to go. Are we still making belts? Yes, we are. Because you're a bum. So, while we're waiting for that, I guess you can put down Mall 2. Thank you very much. So, Mall 2 it is. And then you'll have to attach it once we get down. Oh, no, 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 no. Nope. Nope. Guess what you forgot to do? Yup. You are a bum. Okay, listen, guys. I gotta go up here for a minute. Yeah. Land the spaceship. Really, Max? You know better. Do that. Throw down a power pole. Throw down your magical power pole. Yeah, do that too. Yeah, somebody put that down for me, would you? That would really help us. Any guys? Look, it's green. Somebody could do that. No, you're gonna fly all the way down there and yes, thank you. Holy smokes! I was gonna say, like, do that for us, would you? Holy smokes! There we go. It's fine. Just testing me a little bit is all it is. Yep. What are you doing? Yep, give me that. There we go. Yeah, well, I'm not crafting anything. The drones are just placing, right? Yeah, the drones are just placing. They're just trying to place all that belt that I need. But the issue is I've run out of power, so I gotta fix this up a little bit. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. You know. You are making me more belt, right? Did you guys use all that belt up already? Holy smokes. Oh, that's right, because we got to go up here to grab some... No, you don't. Just grab it right here. This is a very slow way to do it, but anyway, that's fine. This will do for the moment. How much do you got? 55? All right, let's try five rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that will do. Here, grab some more. Okay. Just saves me from having to run up to the box, right? Do that. Do that. Because a lot of this is going to be belt work. A lot of this is going to be belt work. Guess what you need? You need steel. You actually need a few foundations. Do I? Not by the looks of that. Yeah, that's because that's wrong. Why is that off by so much? Okay, let's have a look at that. So this was 6, and that went there. That's fine. And then we did 7, which attached to the bottom of that. That's fine. I mean, it's right there. That is way off of that. Like, way off. Like, so far off. In fact, we're so far down. I've messed something up there. All right. And I think I know what it is. Let me go back to 7. Belt 7. So I think what I messed up was I wish you could look at this from the side. It's really hard to see the side profile of it. I think where it's messed up is that was not supposed to go there. That was supposed to go right there. I think this was supposed to be in parallel with these 3 lines, and I missed it, which would put it right there. I mean, that's all right. I can still test most of the blueprints on this because this is the last thing I want to do anyway. So we got this coming in, this coming in. You're cranky because this is messed up. Oh, I see what the problem is. Never mind. The problem is I am too low. Yep, just pretend I didn't do any of that. Never mind. It's fine. Yeah, so, yes. Can we try that again? Okay. Sure, he says. So, that goes there. So my placement wasn't bad. My mall placement was. This should fix that up. And yes, now that's, well, it's closer anyway. It's closer to where that should be. All right, that's fine. Research progress is too slow. Well, boo-hoo. Until I get the mall done, it is what it is. All right. I agree with you. And as a temporary measure, I may put some labs out here. I may tweak that blueprint on the other side and put like some labs out here just to process this. Because really, I shouldn't need to hand process these anymore, right? But in my old design, the finished labs were right beside Blue Science, but I moved them up there in the fog event. But I think I'm going to put some temporary ones here until I do Red Science. Then I'll move those up to there. And then that's what I'll do with that. You bet. Nah, what's up? I hope it's all good in the neighborhood. You know how it is. All right, now we got gears coming out. This looks good. All right, so now we can test, at least we can test out like 3 or 4 sections of the mall here, right? So this is where I'm going to put that down. Looks like I'm still down by 2, and I'm okay with that because actually it avoids this just barely, and I don't need foundations to make the corrections. So I'm actually all right with that. We'll throw some boxes down here because you're going to need them. There we go. So we'll do this. We're going to try this, do that, do this. Nope, not that. Do that. Do that. Do that. Okay. But you need more steel and things. Or iron. Let's go get that. Let's just go grab the stuff out of the box because it's faster. We're going to grab that. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, no, you got more than enough rings, dude. I would like to have more green circuits, but it's just the way it is right now. Why don't you grab... Yeah, you don't need that, though. All right, here, you can have that one. All right, so 200 of that is fine. I'm a little concerned because we are going to run a little low on that eventually. All right, actually, let me check this. So this is coming up there. That is now turning left. That's great. Unfortunately, I could use a third one of these. So can I fix this? We're going to try. Do that. Rotate, rotate. Okay, and we're going to try and throw this on there. Okay, like that. And stop flying around and wasting all the gas. You might as well grab that at the same time and throw that in the gas tank. So at least you remembered this time. You go. So there, that will get us a little more iron going down that strip. And of course this iron up there is doing that. That's correct. All right, so yeah, up. You're out of gas, dude. You know what? Charge up over here. Here, stand here for 30 seconds and look good. There you go. Yes, planet veins distribution. Yeah, turn that on. Turn this on. There we go. So everything looks okay. This is over to the right too far. We know about that. This is fine, but I think I'm going to put in some temporary labs here to process blue science until I get red science done. Then I will move the labs up here to their permanent position, which is fine. Everything here is kind of okay-ish. I actually like where this ended up. If it's down by 2, it actually helps me avoid this copper vein, so I don't have to go for foundations right away. That being said, though, I don't know if that's going to be a good or a bad thing, but we'll find out, I guess. Power is bad. Okay, well, let's see if we can't improve that. And you could use power pole. There you go. At least sit there and charge up, dude. All right, so there is that. Oh, look at that. We're actually making belt. You go, boy. Now, let's do the next blueprint. Blueprint 3. Okay, that goes right there. Yes, I know research progress is slower than you want. Thanks for reminding me. Here, grab your power pole and bring it along with you, would you? Now, see this line that comes out of here and just goes nowhere right now? That's fine. That's for the future, right? So that would be a future line that's going to be used by this copper to make my purple people eaters. That's what's going on. David, what's up? I hope it's all good in the neighborhood. Yeah, you bet. This is without dark fog for the testing of the blueprinting, right? What did I miss up here? Oh, that's motors. And guess what you're not done with yet? Motors. Darn it. All right, that's fine. At least we're getting belts made by the mall now, so that's good. We'll keep an eye on that timing. Really? I got that blueprinted somewhere? Okay. I don't know why that is, but sure. We won't worry about that. So motors and green motors, of course, none of this exists. I'll have to put it in manually afterwards. I'm okay with that. That doesn't bother me too much. Because green motors is how you get into the green belt, and that isn't going to exist in this part of the mall anyway. So this thing is crunching down, blah blah blah, all the things. So can we go for number 4 to at least test the turn? Sure, he says. Excellent. Yep, put that down. Okay, so as mentioned, this is so messy. This was so bad. This was and this is all this was for. It was just to test out the blueprints I had made up to this point, seeing where some messes were, seeing where some tweaks had to be done. I had not made any counts of the blueprints, so like for example, before using the blueprint, you would make the 50 belts and the 2 power poles. So as you would place it down, it could just keep going and going and going, right? So I hadn't done any of these counts on the spreadsheet yet. I was just testing these today as a raw test, right? I just want to see if they fit together all right. Do they look good? Are they working? And yeah, they're working pretty good. I mean, we're getting lots of blue science. There's lots of blue science in that box. There's over 1,500 blue science in that box. I mean, the mall's coming out all right. Yes, I am about 30 minutes behind schedule where I want it to be. That's not a surprise, though, considering I literally did the only thing I've made is the blueprints to handle a certain section and didn't do any of the counts correctly to place this all down for later, right? So that's something that was going to have to happen later on anyway. So this is fine. This is good as we are making the turn. And as you can see, we now have sorter options. I'm assuming you're waiting for. I gotta fix a few things here. And you're out of belt because you're a bum. Yes, I am. Yeah. Make belt. Well, actually, you don't have to make too many belt. Look at that. You got 50 belt right there. You go. That's the best part. Best part about the mall is once it finally gets up and running, you don't have to make anything. Well, I mean, you'll still have to make stuff. I mean, that's a factor game for you. But just, you know, you get to make less stuff, and that's awesome. Right? Yeah, like, I mean, look at this. I mean, we don't have motors yet. Motors are coming up next, but soon. And this doesn't need motors. This just needs green circuits. Where are my green circuits at? I probably forgot to attach a belt somewhere, but we'll go do that now. Okay, so that's that. There's the gears. That's no surprise. So we'll do that. Green circuits is right there. I see it right there. Look at that. And if we do that, and you do this, there. That brings the rest of the mall alive. There we go. So that's a good enough test for today, which is of course what I wanted to do. I just wanted to be able to test out to see where there was a few faults. And actually, I'm going to save this off right now. We'll do 3 dashes with a 0, 1. There we go. So that is, yeah, basically we want just to test out the blueprints themselves, see where I made a few faults. I got to fix the very first blueprint. I got to fix 0, 0, because this is off by 1. And because that was off by 1, I missed an entire row here of the smelter's mall, which of course is now collided with the stone vein, so we couldn't do that one properly. But that's okay. I'm actually all right with that. I do like this little setup I had going on here. I've never done this little side piece going on. I'm sure there's more explanation than that to happen. But I will fix that, and maybe I'll take a picture of that. The other thing is that I do have to add 6 more labs here as a temporary holdover from my old design. So my previous design was it would make blue science, come through this box, turn right here, and we would do the science right here. As mentioned, when I started the Dark Fog series, I moved my science processing up here. But in doing so, now blue science, I'm having to manually research it, right? Which is fine, except it is slower. We should actually have labs down for this, but that was a good test to see how fast it would do it. And as you can see, we're making lots of blue science. We have more than enough blue science. I could have blasted right through this, so this would have been good, right? Shift for construction mode. What construction mode am I getting out of shift? You mean for copying? Yeah, to copy something. All right, yes, agreed. It's a copy building mode, right? So like I can hold a shift key down. Like let's say I want, I can't do it in a lab, but I can like take a copy of that, right? You can do a quick copy it's like a mini blueprint of one thing, right? You can just take a building and copy it. For sure. Okay. Now, but that's about the good enough test for today. So what am I going to do offline with it? Well, what I'd like to do is fix up blueprint 0 so as the start is in the right position. I'd like to be able to add one after blue science. So, like for smelters here. I'm gonna have to watch out for 6, 7. I don't think I actually messed that up. I thought I did, but I really did. What I'd done is I'd placed them all too low and I put it in the wrong lanes. That's a thing, and a couple other things. Yeah, I mean we'll fix it all up, people. It's what we do. I fix things up. Can I select multiple buildings? I don't know. I don't think so. No, see, it just automatically just picks up the building and it goes, right? Yeah, so you can't do multiples. There we go. All right, with that, I'm Max. This has been Dyson Sphere Program Zip. Yep, zip, people, as we're getting ready to zip through a speed run. And the first set of blueprints pretty much went the way I expected. I am about 40 minutes behind schedule where I want to be at this stage, but without having everything listed in the spreadsheet and all the counts and stuff, doing it manually, especially the first 45 minutes when you're actually handcrafting a lot of stuff, not too bad. I mean, I'll take that, right? The goal is to kind of have red, blue, and yellow science with under 3 hours, between 2.5 and 3 hours. And I think may your bugs be minimal and your coffee strong. You betcha. A big thanks to recent subscribers, as their names are going at the bottom of the screen. You bet. And of course, I appreciate everybody that hits the sub button. It's awesome sauce. Of course, a big thanks to live chat, including Mr. Johnson, Jamie, Oz, Mr. O, Lucas, Davis, and I hope you're all doing good in the neighborhood. You betcha. And those watching later on, I appreciate that very much. Of course, this will be back again without, as long as my gallbladder doesn't explode on me, on Friday. Now, Friday will maybe more tweaking. It may be more tweaking, or it might be another attempt at another run. We'll just see what happens. But we'll take this. This will be back on Friday. Starfield is tomorrow. And, yeah, that's how we're going to be spending the week. Of course, I am dealing with a broken gallbladder, right? I'm waiting for the surgeon. So it does give me a lot of pain a lot of the time. So some days I may not be able to play until I have the surgery. Just to kind of put that out there, right? But if I'm playing that day, well, now you know what I'm doing. I'm doing Starfield tomorrow. I'm doing this on Friday. And I might even try to play a game on Sunday or something. Sure. Sounds good. Reclamation. There's there's my 400 science I'll never get back. Thanks everybody for hanging out and doing all the things. I'm off to go eat and do all the stuff. And of course, I want you all to hang out and do all the things on the next one. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care.